All right, guys, we're back with another episode of Photography Talk. Wow, it's the final episode of 2022. That is pretty nuts. It sounds really cliche to say, but it is. Wow, another year, another notch underneath our belt. And, well, this week, we're going to be discussing news about Canon and Sony. Before I get into all that, though, I have to, now that I'm kind of reflecting, like, wow, this is the last episode for this year. I'm going to open up with a big thank you and a truckload of gratitude for each one of you for really helping us get the channel to where it is. You guys tuning in every single week, sometimes multiple times per week, depending upon the number of videos that we put out, showing your support, engaging with the comments down below. It has been very much appreciated. And the fact that we're now another year into this and you guys are here, the channel's growing. I am really grateful for each and every one of you for tuning in, and wow, we're closing off 2021, and as we turn the page into 2022, I wish each and every one of you the best of health and success, and of course, let's hope this whole pandemic thing disappears, which of course is probably not going to disappear for some time, but you can't hurt to wish, right? But anyways, best of health and success to each and every one of you, which I said that already, but I'm going to repeat it for a good cause. Now, shifting gears in on the Canon front, the EOS R5c will be announced sometime in mid-January, and that's really, just a few weeks away from now. So TikTok right around the corner. This is going to be a very exciting first quarter of 2022. Now we're going to discuss the specs that are rumored to be in this camera in just a moment. And also, while on Canon news, it is suspected that they're going to be releasing a number of new cameras in the EOS R family in 2022. What are they going to be? We're going to talk about that here in a moment. Now, we're also going to take a look at the latest news from Sony. Now, they've just added not one, but two new cameras to the suspended product list. But these cameras aren't the cameras that you'd expect. Now, we're going to chat about these stories in just a moment. But first, guys, every single video like this, I have to ask you if you could do me a big favor. You find some value with this video, if you can go down below, hit that like button, it really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, my friend, let's get on to this week's headlines. Now, Canon's reportedly set to announce the R5c in mid-January. Now, in a normal year, products begin shipping generally between 6 to 8 weeks after their announcement. But as we all know, the chip shortage right now can make it very difficult for Canon to deliver its orders on times. Nevertheless, when the R5c is announced, it's expected to have some very interesting features. For example, the same 45 megapixel sensor as the R5, the Digic X processor, in-body image stabilization, active cooling, unlimited 8K video with 30p in cinema raw light, Canon Log 3, and possibly Canon Log 2. Timecode in and out, no internal NDs, full-size HDMI port, multi-purpose hot shoe, so this is basically the same that is in the R3. Mounting point on the EVF to accommodate a top handle. Now, the big news here is the unlimited 8K video in the active cooling system to get around the recording limits of the R5. Now, as I do understand, the body of this camera is going to be bigger to accommodate all this stuff as well. Now, adding the multi-purpose hot shoe from the R3 is also a smart move on Canon's part. Now, as of right now today, there's no word on what that potential price might be of this thing, but realistically, we only have a couple weeks to get the official word from Canon, so definitely stay tuned on that. Now, according to Canon Rumors, 2022 could be a big year for Canon, unleashing a handful of new camera bodies. Now, right now, when you think about it, the EOS R family includes the R, the RP, the R5, R6, and now, of course, the R3. That's not a bad lineup. However, the EOS R and the RP are, let's face it, are beginning to show their age and could use an update. And think about it, there's no flagship camera yet. And now the EOS R1 really isn't set to debut until later 22 or possibly even 2023. So the R family could use a high resolution model in addition to an APS-C model or some options possibly. So 2022 could very well see a number of budget-friendly R cameras, or perhaps two of them, and maybe even a 7 Series R camera that would be kind of the equivalent to the hugely popular 7 Series DSLR. Now, of course, as we've discussed, the party is going to get started with the R5c, so who knows what the R lineup will look like this time next year, but it's exciting to really see how all this is going to unfold. And let's hit the pause button here, not the video, but let's talk about the possibilities of what Canon could have here. Now, if you could see Canon launch a particular camera or type of camera or some technology, realistically, what would that be? Are you holding off for an APS-C R-series camera? Or are you after some sort of a full frame? Let me know down below. Let me know in the comments below. Another week and another discussion of the chip shortage. Now, just a few weeks ago, you may recall, we talked about how Sony was suspending production of some of their older products to save chips for the newer products. Well, that situation has gotten worse. Now, just last week, Sony announced that they are adding the A7C and the A6600 to the list of cameras, which production has been suspended. Now, the list already includes the A7 II, some versions of the A6100, the 6400, and the ZV-E10. Now, what's different about this announcement is that the A7C is a newer entry-level camera that is barely a year old, and the A6600 is one of its top-of-the-line APS-C cameras. So the list of suspended cameras is really no longer targeting older stuff. It's including newer popular models as well. So it seems that the chip shortage is really hitting Sony harder than Canon and Nikon and really other companies. Now, if the chip shortage includes, we could very well be talking about more production suspensions from Sony in the near future, which of course is very unfortunate. Now, let's close off the week with a discussion of our current giveaway. We have 3 excellent prizes once again. We have the Hazard 4 pillbox camera bag, we have the Haida M15 filter set, and of course the $100 Adorama gift card. As always, entering the giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So check out some of our other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on Photography Talk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you happen to register on the site already and introduce yourself during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win, but as I keep saying over and over again, swing on by, say hello, post some photos, let us know how you're doing. Friend, that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on Photography Talk and how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck. Well, there you go, guys. Photography Talk episode 108 is in the bag. As always, it has been a pleasure every single time getting in front of you, creating these little news nuggets to keep you entertained, to keep you informed as far as what is happening in the photography industry. Now, of course, as I always do this time of the videos, I'm going to ask you to do all the YouTube stuff that really does help the channel out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, man, what are you waiting for? We have this sort of fun every single weekend. Hey, we'd love to have you part of it on a regular basis. So consider hitting that subscribe button if you currently aren't already. And if you found some value with this video, hit that like button. That really does help like a ginormous amount. And then of course, so therefore you're notified each time that I get in front of the camera, start jibber jabbering here, hit that bell button, so therefore you're notified. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, as we close off with 2021, I owe each and every one of you a ton of gratitude for your support with the channel, tuning in every time that we release one of these things out. So with that said, whatever you're doing for New Year's, whether you're staying home, you're going out, stay safe, and I wish each and every one of you a very prosperous 2022. That said, my friends, I'm going to be jumping on my studio, so you get out there, stay healthy, and find your best shot.